Have you ever wondered why 99% beginner farmers don't make it within their first growing season? Well, in this video I'm going to share with you why 99% of those farmers fail and how you can avoid being part of them and be part of the 1% successful farmer. Well, if you need this article, it's in the description below. I'm going to just make a video format of it, but if you want to read the full article, check it out in the description. Yeah, so most beginner farmers fail because they're actually concentrating on the wrong thing. They are not actually primed right in their mindset. They are not actually taught the right things that give them the wrong expectations of what they should expect out before they begin their gardening journey. And most of them come with a lot of excitement, of course, which excitement is not a bad thing, it's a good thing, but with excitement you should know what you expect in case of eventualities. And we've not noticed the problem or the importance and relevance of the mistakes that we actually make when we start. So farmers, when they start, they're actually concentrating on the wrong thing when they're beginning, and when things do not work out as they expected, of course, like I said, they had wrong expectations, most of them give up. And most farmers, when they make mistakes at their start, they give up easily because they don't know the relevance of why mistakes happen through your journey as a beginner farmer. As a beginner farmer, you don't expect to get things right. Of course, you may get the things right, but in case things don't work out, it doesn't mean that you have failed at growing a specific vegetable, especially when you're in your very first season. Mistakes are just things that show us we lack improvement in our skills concerning a few things and a few gaps that we have in our gardening journey. So it's the mistakes that come through on our gardening journey, they don't mean that you don't know how to grow the thing. They just mean that there are things that you're lacking that you need to improve and work out. So we get to concentrate on the wrong things. Of course, I've written a book about the dark lies. You can also find it in the description in the video. The book shows you the different misconceptions farmers are told when they begin their gardening journey that make them have the wrong expectations while they come out. Of course, one of those expectations that people think is they think agriculture is a get-rich-quick scheme. I want to believe agriculture is like any other business, and you must know how to do the business. You must learn how the basics of the business. It's not just a get-rich-quick scheme that you, of course, there's a thing when people show you a harvest in their thumbnails. Of course, we expect the harvest, but we don't realize that there's a process that happens. There's work that you need to do for you to improve your gardening journey, for you to become very good at what you do. Like I will share maybe later about the different things that are the mindsets that are pulling farmers down. So, for example, is the get rich quick scheme. It's demoralizing very, very, very many farmers that once they realize they're not getting rich in their first 2 seasons, they're actually giving up. I would want to submit that agriculture has work to do. You have to come in and do the work. You have to learn the different things that are there. You have to learn how to manage. And actually, that's the beauty with it, that from the mistakes we make, we learn newer skills from the mistakes that we make while we do our growing journey. The mistakes that come along the journey actually teach us to become better people. So those mistakes make you actually the expert of what you do. When you come into the gardening journey, the things that you didn't know and you find there, they will make you a better person, a better grower than the person who came and didn't know what to do. So there are different mindsets that actually making us go back. Like I said, most of them I shared them in the dark lies, the different misconceptions people are told to work on. But okay, they're actually told those the mindsets that actually making them lay back in their production. Well, how can you avoid those mistakes? How can you avoid those mindsets? How can you get the right mindsets to... These are the right mindsets that you should have when you're actually a beginner, so that you don't fail. Say why they fail? Because they have the wrong mentality and mindset. So these are the mindsets that you should have. So the first mindset, I would say that focus on experience above yield. If you know very well that if you become a quality person, quantity is not the problem. So we are so much lost into quantity, but we don't know that it's quality that makes you good at what you do. So if you're going to grow tomatoes, focus on becoming good at growing tomatoes. Then when you're done becoming better, of course learning does not end, but when you become better at growing tomatoes, you will know what to do, when to do it. You will know how to get the good harvest right away. You know how to fill in the gaps of the things that you lack. You will know how to do what you need to do. So it's not just about you growing and getting a good yield. It's about you being good at getting the good yield. So you actually need to start, like I always say in my videos, you actually need to go and do the work there. Focus on becoming good. The first season may not come out well. Just know your gaps, know what you did wrong, and then improve on later. Focus on becoming good. So number 2 is treat what you're doing as a business. Why we are not actually benefiting from agriculture is we think agriculture, some people say agriculture is a retirement activity. Well, we don't eat food when we are retired. Maybe for people who are doing it as a hobby, but if you seriously want to earn from agriculture, you must treat it as a business. You must know your books. You must know how much you're inputting. You must know how much you expect to get from what you're going to grow. You must know where the markets are. You must be able to look up the markets in the different places. So it's actually you getting into the place and doing the work of what you need to do. Actually, I share about how to get markets in my guide there, how to the things that you should expect before you start. It's in my beginner's guide in the description below. You can also get it, and such you're not coming as one who's ignorant. You know what to do. You know what to expect in agriculture. So treat it as a business. Treat agriculture as a business. Don't just grow crops. Don't just spend your money. Unless I said, like, if you're doing it, so the people who are growing crops just for hobby. But if you want to earn money from it, treat it as a business. Then the other mindset that you should develop is not to work alone. Not work alone. Be able to connect with other farmers that are growing the crops that you're growing, and be able to learn from each other. So because if you're not doing that, you're going to fail. You're going to fail. In your first season, find someone who knows what to do. Don't be a beginner farmer who starts alone. I always emphasize that. Start with someone who knows what to do. Sometimes it can be costly, but it will save you much money, because some mistakes are costly. We may not know how much the mistake costs, but you can make a mistake that can cost you a lot of money, when you could have avoided those mistakes with beginning with someone. So find someone who's experienced at the crop that you want to grow, and let them help you along the journey. Of course, beginning with someone doesn't guarantee that you're going to become successful on the first trial, but eventually, like I said, focus on becoming good at what you do. Focus on becoming good at growing the crop that you want to grow, and you'll be the best person that you desire. You realize agriculture will be fun and interesting, and not just about the energy that you're expending and the money that you're putting in a lot to will become more fun because you know where you're going, you know what you're supposed to do. So yeah, don't be among the 99% beginner farmers that are failing. Be among the 1% beginner farmers that are actually making it there and actually producing food and enjoying their moments. Alright, thank you for watching. Please get the article in the description, read the full article, and get to learn. Also subscribe on this channel so that we continue to learn from each other. Thanks for watching. Bye.